to knocking out my 4 seed, who is currently the 2 seed in the West, to a team that I know that you are automatically going to say that they're going to win their first round matchup. The Celtics are my number
Yeah.
3. And it's
Okay.
kind of easy from here, I think, for the most part of, well, I shouldn't say easy, but to me, they're deserving of the 3 spot. I don't think, and it's one because they're the champs. Like they got to be knocked off in order uh, for there to be any other conversation. Um, and they're like the baseline that I think the Cavs are trying to get to. But to me, I think they're a great team, and I'll be super excited to watch that Eastern Conference Finals. If it is the Cavs and Celtics, that'll be an unbelievable uh, set of games. Uh, but yeah, for me, I just have the Celtics at 3, like 2 very small hairs below the Cavs.
I find that interesting. So BPI's got him at third as well, which again is very strange to me because as far as I know they're healthy. I don't know where Porzingis is.
Wait. The
I'm
Celtics
assuming,
at 3 have a, because I thought you said the Lakers were at 3 as well.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong guy. You're right. You're right. The Celtics are at four currently, which again I find
Got
very strange because I mean, if you're gonna give like the higher rank to the Thunder, I think that's fair. But I would even put the Celtics over the Cavs at this point. Still, I mean, record aside, I just think that they're a stronger team. I think if the Celtics had as much fervor as they did last year to try to still be proving themselves, I think it would be an even tighter race against the Celtics and the Cavs for trying to be like a 65 win team, as the Celtics were they a 64 win team last year, something like that. So
Fair
I
point.
yeah, I mean,
I think the win
uh,
streak kind of went into this. The fact that they kind of went on that tear, to me, that at least kind of gives them that confidence of like, hey, we can do this kind of run in the playoffs. Maybe not. Obviously, it's completely different, but I think it's the
if
confidence
they went
that this
16 and
young.
0 in the playoffs, that'd be baller.
Well, yeah, it's. I think the Bulls almost did it the one year. I think they lost like two or three games. Um, but no, I think it it was a right confidence boost at the right time for this team, which is what I think they needed to kind of get rolling and get ready to go into the playoffs. Um, I think they're gonna, of any team that's going to benefit from getting through the first round, I think it's going to be them. Just to feel like, okay, this is the way that this is season supposed to go for them to progress, and so that's at least what gets me going for that one. But yeah, I just feel like the Cavs have, like you mentioned, they have the chip on their shoulder this year versus the Celtics. Not saying that they're not going to play up to the expectations that we would expect, but I think they have that little bit more of an edge. I think like Donovan Mitchell's playing with that of just kind of I gotta show people that I like. He always feels like he has something to prove, and so I think that that's going to carry over into the playoffs, and that's more so why I kind of gave him that edge.
Fair enough. I mean, not to mention, but by the way, the Celtics are also on a 7 game winning streak of late. But that aside, so yeah, I mean, here's the thing: out east, I think we kind of know already, like health permitting, that like what the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be. Like potentially not, but it would be shocking if it was anybody but the Celtics and the Cavs. And so, that would have the Celtics and the Cavs. Let's see. I mean, I put by my projections, I put the Celtics beating the Magic and then the Cavs beating the Hawks. I'm sorry, not the Hawks, but the Bulls. I gave the home team the nod. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think knocking down the Celtics. I mean, the Cavs obviously are such a spectacular team this year. it's hard for me not to think of it in a playoff context. And as I've already talked about, like ad nauseum, they have two smaller guards who are both phenomenal players, in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, but they're going to have to guard guys who are bigger and stronger than them and just as athletic. So I really think that's going to be tough for a full series. Now, a lot of people are starting to look a little bit nervous with the way Donovan's been playing. He's been rather inefficient lately. I think that has a lot to do with him being on a team that's projected to win 65 wins at this point, and not really having any fear of another team catching them. I mean, I guess the only thing that they would be playing for this year would, at this point, would be to, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe pride in the amount of wins that they get at the end of the season versus trying to actually secure a better record than the Thunder in case, they do make it to the finals. And I mean, other than that, I don't think. I mean, we've seen Donovan Mitchell in a playoff setting, and we've seen the level that he can turn up to, and that he kind of turn on the switch to take over games. Is he going to be able to do it against the Celtics? Oof, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, sure. I would have put the Celtics too, but sure. Does that mean that? Wait, does that mean that you're going to put the Cavs two? Are you?
My
Okay.
list.
All right. That makes sense. Okay. And
Yes.
the
Cavs at 2, the Thunder, just because to me it was SGA over Mitchell. Like, to me, they're both complete teams, but who, like, obviously the SGA factor of having that star, like that closer. Having more confidence in him to be able to go get a shot at the end of the game over Mitchell is kind of at least the bare bones of trying to break down between those two. But yeah, Thunder 1, Cavs 2, Celtics 3.
Well, I mean, the BPI would agree with you on those top two. So I mean, you're saying both complete teams, but I mean, in the Thunder's case, we're talking a historically good defense, and if I'm not mistaken, still a historic best all-time net rating at this point. So yeah, I mean, the Thunder, what's crazy is just like whatever playoff success they have, which I presume will be a lot, is going to be with such a young team all the way through. So we're going to see like stat after stat of like average age team, after they win the first series, after they win the second series, like the average age team is like never done this, whatever their average age is. It's like, what is it, like 23 or something like that, 24, has just like never done this before. So we're going to keep seeing that stat over and over again. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am just really excited to see the Thunder's defense in the playoff setting this year, in particular, with the way that they've been playing, especially with Caruso. I think I heard recently by one projection, Caruso over the past 3 years is like the highest rated defensive player in the league, which I thought was. I mean, I would expect him to be like up there, but I wouldn't have put him at number one. And these are just by like some like super nerdy advanced metrics that I couldn't even explain to you. But yeah, apparently, just like in the minutes he's played, he is considered the best defensive player on the floor by advanced metrics, which is just absolutely wild, considering that he's a guard. He's a good guard who plays wings, and I mean he plays above his position for sure. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for all this. Can't wait for all this to go down. These last 10 games cannot end fast enough. We've been seeing so much noise this month, which I almost feel like March is like just as noisy as the beginning of the season, because you see the injuries start to pile up, and you see a lot of games I've been tuning into. I don't know if you notice this as well, but I'll be like, oh yeah, let's watch a Cavs game, and like Donovan Mitchell's just sitting that game, or let's watch a Lakers game, and Luka's not playing, or there's a lot of that going on right now, and it's just like designed rest for the best guys in the league, which kind of makes it, I don't know, kind of puts a damper on the experience a little bit. I mean, the games are still good, but yeah, not quite all there. And so this is like a weird time of year And maybe in the offseason we'll talk a little bit more how I think it should be a 72 game series or a 72 game regular season. But.
Yeah, no. Well, we're sitting here at hour 20. Do you have any more to go over? Do you want to do some predictions? Do you want to save that for next episode? We can get in like right at the end of the season. Where's your head at?
So yeah, I think season awards might have to wait. Those might have to wait for the next episode. I think honorable mentions, people we didn't. I sort of gave some honorable mentions for playing teams as we're going through it, even though you did just a top 15. But one team that is just like, I mean, obviously like going on the line a little bit, like the Kings should be mentioned. They're going to be in it. You know, the Suns we talked about, they're going to be in it. The Blazers have made just like this, like just, I don't know. There's just like this roaring takeoff in the second half of the season that just like makes absolutely no sense, but it's cool, I guess. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that's they can mathematically make the plan, but it's insane.
Blazers?
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't see them on the standings. Oh, there they are. Just above the Spurs, who have taken, like, shut everybody down.
But 3 games
Chris
behind the
Paul.
Suns and 3.5 games behind the Kings. But okay, but the honorable mention I really want to get to is the Dallas Mavericks. There is so we were talking about this recently. Like I assume that there will be an episode coming up where we just have this like very glum conversation about the Dallas Mavericks. That might be a whole episode where we just talk about the Dallas Mavericks and what the hell they're gonna do this offseason. And like what we think their future is going to look like. But before that, there's a very real chance that they make the plan. Anthony Davis is coming back. I'm sorry, has come back already, and he's already got a win under his belt. Did he play again tonight? I don't know. Anyway, I think just based on the fact that they need bodies, and then the fact that they still have a fighting chance, and Jason Kidd is their head coach. Derek Lively is going to finally come back. I mean, do I think that they have like a playoff team that's going to like win a series? No, but they could really make some noise in the play-in. I mean, it's possible that they actually make it to the playoffs still. It is possible.
Yeah, they're sitting at the 9 seed right now, so they would be playing. Who is that? Come on, catch up. They'd be playing the Kings in that 9-10 matchup in the plan currently. So,
well, if you haven't tuned into the Mavs lately, they are playing like we believe Cinderella ball. Najee
because there's only
Marshall,
like 7 guys on the team. Like they've been playing like they were almost having to forfeit games because they didn't have enough guys to dress because of salary restrictions. So,
yeah, I mean that was never really going to happen. I mean they were just going to list somebody as able to play and then just not play them. But
put their
anyway,
trainer on in a jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Just put some makeup on one of the coaches and call him Anthony Davis. Draw like a unibrow on.
Slap him on the ass and tell him to get in the game.
But no, I mean, okay, but like I was saying, if you haven't watched them, the way that they're playing is inspiring. Obviously, they don't have like a clear number one guy out there right now. Najee Marshall apparently is a bucket. And the way that they're moving the ball, I mean, it's like really good basketball. It's really high effort basketball because they're like playing for their lives out there, basically. And so yeah, you should actually watch a Mavs game right now. It's a hell of a good time.
Maybe we'll see. Anybody else? You mentioned your Heat.
I feel like
your Bulls.
I feel like I didn't give you. Whatever. I feel like I didn't give you a chance to talk about the Rockets if you wanted to say anything, or was my single breath 5-minute take good enough?
We're good on the 5 minutes. I don't need to go back into the Rockets. That was my number 4 of like that was 45 minutes ago. No, I think that's good. We'll wrap up here, and then from there, hopefully we can make it a little more frequent. And obviously, I posted my last.
No promises.
Dance.
No promises there.
No promises. we had a sad moment. My last Windy City Bulls game was last Saturday. The place was packed. They had a record-setting attendance this past season. Just under 80,000 fans went to Windy City Bowl games.
Wow.
And so now we transition into the WNBA season as far as hopefully getting media credentials and going to those games. So already have been in the hunt for who I need to talk to there. And if you're watching this, you're going to get an email soon. So hopefully they do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the basketball the next few games. I will be doing my best to try to get as much in before next weekend. We've got lots of stuff going on over the next few weeks here. Obviously, you've got a newborn there, so it is. We are doing our best to get away and watch this basketball for all of you because that's our job. That's what we're here to do.
Passion.
Anything else? Don't let anything else get in the way.
I call it a passion.
Good. I hope you do.
Thank you for tuning in, folks.
Yes. Oh, and make sure follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, Pinterest, wherever else that your Bucket Bros is seen. Make sure you follow, like, leave us a bad review, whatever it might be. We want your comments. We want to see it. So
we'll take the good ones too. But yeah, whatever's fine.
Of course. Until next time, this is the Bucket Bros. It's midnight where Bobby's at. It's time to go to sleep. See you next time.